depending on who's there. I mean, regardless, the Japanese fans are going to show up, show out, right? It's going to be crazy.
We had no Japanese teams at Masters Tokyo. It was packed every day. They were cheering, you know, for their favorite teams, but also just for the sport of it. Because they just enjoy VALORANT. They enjoy a good VALORANT. Doesn't matter what team you're on. If you make a good play, they're going to be applauding.
Are we going to see a third and final map here, Paper Thin? Talk to me. Talk to me.
I'm concerned with what I've seen with FUT's agent composition. They're either cooking, you know, one of the best meals you've had in your life, or this is going to be kind of awkward. So we'll see.
All right, well, they are all fired up and ready to get into this crucial Lotus map here at RedBull HomeGround 2023 semifinals. C9 versus FUT. Let's go.
Here on the attack, Spike for now just going to be left out over by the spawn. Some early forward position being taken here by FUT. Creeping up to get themselves alongside the door. Spam shots here with the Sheriff Oxy. Seeing if he can tag anybody at all through the wall.
Yeah, a lot of ghosts for FUT. J, the one with the classic, is the one who takes the damage. So they're going to remain there, send out the smoke, try to keep the pressure on in front of A main. Try and see if they can use this as that pivot point that we've seen a lot on this map. Two players heading in towards B main. You got Curry here with all of his utility, including the Nano Swarm still. If they do go that direction, a quick shift over from Zeppa. And now they're going to try to go for the plant.
Plant does come through. Getting too much there with the flash. Just going to be backing away as the shock darts come flying in. Mr. Fallen still holding on to one more. Has a recon now as well. But trying to clear that post left angle. No one there to receive those shots. Oxy now making the entry, finds the kill. First and foremost, Mr. Fallen gets taken down. Oxy gets himself a second one. Eventually taken out by J. 7 HP. Has to go for the reload. And it's all down to Cracks, and he can't quite line it up. Gets a bit of damage across, but this time it's going to be C9 picking up the pistol round win.
Just a flood retake here from C9. And Oxy just is absolutely out of his mind. I mean, this guy is so accurate, he's so fast, and there isn't much you can do about it sometimes as FUT. They're in decent places. They fall back right away after this plant, set up these crossfires. They don't, it's just completely disrespected by C9. They're just going for it, and they're going together, and they're doing it as a unit, and it's working out. And this guy is the tip of the spear as this raise on this map. 2 kills in the bank. And what a start here for C9, picking up right where they left off on Sunset.
Oh, Vanity. He's got himself an Ares, but
nice.
No one piloting over towards him. Somewhere in the venue, Mitch Man smiles. For now, looks like FUT widely just going to be creeping forward here towards the B site. Curry around the corner with that Judge. Spams through, at a captain down low. It's 42 HP remaining.
Still 4 sheriffs for the side of FUT.
I mean, they know that this Ares is here. He's got to reload it.
Yeah.
Vanity. Oh, out into the open.
Oh, no.
He is overstepped. The punish comes through. Now the Ares can be recovered here. As rotations begin all the way through. The attackers spawn. Mr. Fallen trying to sit here, trying to stay silent. Looks for the shots, but can't quite land them. And Jake with a quick turn. Shuts down the Sova. CNED head going to be spotted here over top of Mound, but the flash full blinds him. Nade now at the ready. Ada Captain is low. Will that kill him off? Spike does get planted. Looks like he gets away from the explosion, but Oxy is just hounding him down. Jumps up over the top. Cracks actually the one that finds the kill. J makes use of the Ares. The Judge sets up for a little bit of initial damage, and Curry can finish it off with the Ghost. One player surviving the round as he will pick up a Guardian. Get the defuse.
These C9 fans have a little dance they do after they win their round. Like, unbelievable. That's awesome. What a round, though, here from FUT. Honestly, even though Mr. Fallen doesn't get any damage out of it, it's still good ideas for FUT. Just so close to sneaking this round away from C9, and some laughs out of Curry. It's like, I don't know, man. Just barely getting away with it. Not much health left. And at that range, the Judge wasn't going to get it done, so fortunately the Ghost in the back pocket.
Let's see Cash, though. Everyone going
good.
down. It's just the rifles here for FUT. Looks like because of that, C9 They want to push a bit more aggressively. Oxy trying to make his way out to safety. The flash helps peel for him. Shock Dart not going to be getting any contact, but no damage taken, but no space gained for C9.
Yeah, and that's some good impact here from Mr. Fallen. Gonna send out another Shock Dart there, just to see if anybody was going to try to re-peek that angle as they try to make their exit. But again, pretty heavy defensive setup from Curry over towards this B site.
Oh, just wanted to get the bite down, but Vanity instantly punished. Great headshot there from Crack. Seen it as well with a follow-up, and Zeppa running into the paint shells. Gets taken out. Looks like FUT should be getting themselves here on the board. Zoxy just sending out a paint shell will interrupt for a brief little moment, but barring a miraculous turnaround in this 2v5 with Yedajay on a flank, seems like C9 not going to be getting that conversion.
Doesn't feel like it. I mean, Oxy, still a blast pack and a boom bot. Try to do some damage, at least take some guns away.
One enemy
Not
remaining.
going to be allowed to.
Firing squad waiting for him around the corner. Theft online for the future round. It's Curry. See if he can get anything here.
Woof.
Okay. Fantastic quick headshot coming through. Any more damage he could deal would still be quite good, but Mr. Fallen is ready for the peak. And FUT will get themselves on the board in the third round.
Yeah, and you're already building towards some ultimates, big-time ones here for FUT. So even though things have been a little bit sideways, they've been getting close. A couple away from that Hunter's Fury. A couple away from the lockdown for Curry. Already a showstopper, though, for Oxy. CNED 3 away from his. At a captain. A bit away from the Viper's Pit. Vanity a mile away. But still FUT could start to turn things around here if they can get this ult economy cycling. Kind of get those gears turning. Definitely start to find some success. Start swinging some rounds together. C9, though, trying again. Putting some pressure at the dunes.
Let's see if they can spot anything, and they do. Looks like drone going to be sent. I don't know if they realize how close this race is. Mr. Fallen taken out. Oxy is waiting, and as soon as he hears that util, it's far too late for Mr. Fallen. Vanity now upgrading from the Ares to the Odin. Ready to greet them at the gates.
He's in trouble.
Fight for bite out so far. Looks like a bit of exploration here from Attic Captain, peeking out the stairs. Doesn't see anything. Now they start working their way in towards the site. Zeppa finds the first kill, swing around the back. Yedajay trying to get the jump on a Vanity, unable to do so. Now just trying to spam through. Showstopper does come out, does kill too. So from beyond the grave, CNED will continue to do some damage here to the economy of Cloud9, but fortunately, it's not enough to be able to get them the round win. Cloud9 will go ahead and pick up a third.
Yeah, nice plays here from Vanity to buy some time. FUT was getting dangerously close, and he was kind of messing around there, checking angles, looking at stuff, and then eventually able to use that Poison Cloud and the Snake Bites to buy enough time to get Zeppa over there, to give him a little bit of support and get the rest of the team over there as well. But him and Zeppa, and then eventually Oxy shows up to the party. Yeah, that showstopper, okay. A little bit of a empiric victory there. You get a couple kills with that showstopper, but lose the round. I mean, that's a huge ultimate now out of the hands of FUT. That doesn't really get them much other than a bit of economic damage to Cloud9.
Yeah. Let's see. Numbers fairly low. Zeppa and Vanity. The ones that are decently healthy. All right.
Cover going out.
You know, sometimes people, they want to make the angel play, but not everybody can get away with it.
Stealing sight.
Unfortunate to say the least, but Yedajay thought he had an opening. The call was made, he goes for it. He's spamming through the corner, and CNED's caught up in the fire. Oh, no. It's absolutely disgusting. And now they are just sandwiched in. Crack, however, swinging, does manage to find a second one. Is that a captain? And will eventually fall. Curry picking up the kill. You have to expect Odin likely to be recovered. No, actually, no one goes to grab it. 4-1.
He's got enough money. He's fine.
Yeah, he can afford it, unfortunately.
What
maybe we were free from this prison.
I mean, just great util staggering here. Just CNED had no chance. He had to move, and Vanity knew it, and he could just hold the trigger.
Vulnerable.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Bang through the corner.
Yeah.
A decent little run back again. I mean, kind of similar to Sunset. We're seeing these rounds be so close, but it is C9 at the end of it all that's really racking them up. Multiple ults available on either side. Seeker's lockdown. Takes teleport. Hit for Atacaptain if they can get themselves onto a site firmly.
This has been just a tremendous start to this. Now, here are those ults coming online for FUT. So, again, though, the problem is that you've cycled right into C9 having some of the counters. They've got the lockdown to counter the Viper's Pit. They've got the Seekers as well, which can help deal with that.
C9 making the call to rotate over towards C. And that's going to be the TP coming through. A quick cancel.
But that's kept FUT from going back, rotating in that direction. Now they have to rethink everything. Pit's going to come down and try to push their way in here, just covering that bottom west corner of the A site.
Eventually, Atacaptain's going to have to get himself into that pit. He does so now. Vanity waiting. Looks like he is a bit wary, staring over towards that B entrance in case somebody comes in on a deep flank. Spike now being brought over towards B, in fact. Seems like it's going to be a last-second pivot here from FUT. So they have to get through this.
30 seconds left.
Worry about Link. Part nothing spotted. Sends out a bite to try and delay. The TP for the plant now going to be coming through. Smoke thrown in. They have to just scatter down off the top here for fear of just being mowed down. Atacaptain finding one. Curry going to be eliminated. That stops him from getting into a position where he can try to utilize that lockdown. Fighting chance here for FUT. Oxy finds Yetta J, trying to exit out. Gets the elimination. Hunter's Fury now coming through. Blast Pack looks for the transfer, can't quite make it happen. Spray Cross not going to be able to find that wall bang, but Zeppa still takes down CNED. Atacaptain 10 HP. The defuse being held. Zeppa looking for it. They're trying to spray in, but they're just going to hold it. No! He actually doesn't get it!
Oh!
A fraction of a second remaining, and Mr. Fallen saves the round!
Unbelievable.
So very close, but he stops it in its tracks. FUT get themselves a second round win. My God, I hope we have slow-mo on the replay.
That, I don't know if there was any space left on this bar. I'm not sure.
Oh my God.
Just a
Quite
pixel.
literally a pixel.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a feels bad, man, for C9. But I want to talk about how well that round was set up by FUT, using that Viper's Pit to cover enough of A that it has to be considered by C9. And that also blocks off the rotations, the flank angles towards B. They're able to shift their direction over at a captain. Just guns down Curry.
Curry trying to get into a cheeky spot, play this out a bit more aggressively, but now the neural theft can come into play. Revealing the setups here. Get forward into C now. Vanity dead. C then just pushing up. Gets the peek, gets the headshot just through the corner. And now C site is completely and utterly occupied by FUT.
Yeah, really nice stuff here. Great timing there from CNED. Just ready to pounce off the back of that neural theft. Able to find some serious value. They're going to use this to check for these rotations and then get really deep set up for this. The trap wire as well. Jake has to clear it.
Shell Paranoia now going to be thrown in an Atacaptain. Wow. Actually ends up exploding there. Oxy with the elimination. Doesn't have a Vandal. Pushing out of this smoke. It'll prove to be so damn difficult. Still managing to find one. Covering smoke. Protected for a little bit longer, but Shock Dart takes him down. Except for the Sheriff. Off on the side. Good for one kill, but 30 HP. Mr. Fallen waiting, watching the corner. We'll be able to finish him off, and now FUT within touching distance. Just one more round to go to tie it up.
Yeah, all right. Now we're seeing some good stuff here out of FUT. Good job using that Sova utility to push the space towards the back of sight to make sure that they're able to get in good positions, even though they lose a player for it. Buying a little bit of extra time. Now, some ults available for C9. Showstopper, still the lockdown. Now Vanity finally coming into the pit. And there's a judge in his hands, and I'm curious if he's just going to pop it off the rip and plop down on C here.
And shells over by Rubble. Oxy revealed. Here we go. Seems like Vanity looking to dissuade any approach over towards this C site.
And you got to know who this is FUT, right? Like, you got to know what gun is awaiting you in that Viper's Pit.
Okay, Showstopper out. Mr. Fallen trying to run. There's no more blast packs available here. Spots him. CNED trying to get away from it, but he's already so low. gets ripped apart. Actually with the kill, Mr. Fallen looking to challenge in, but he just continues to hold the ADS. Finds the kill, meanwhile back on B. Curry takes out Cracks, but get it, Jake. Finds a punish. TP over. Re-swings in, stares to Link. Jake will fall, but Attic Captain's now all on his lonesome. And the entry to P blocked off, the entry to C pitted. And they know that he's on this side of the map. He can tap the door and try to sprint in, but that's about it. Pit now dropped.
Toxins going up.
Well, what do you
30
do here? I
seconds
mean,
left.
there's not many good options other than to try to wait for C9 to overextend, make a mistake, find a kill, but the other side of this corner is Vanity and a Judge.
Seems like he's gonna try to take his chances, but now Oxy will swing out, will find the kill. 3 members left standing. And Cloud9 not allowing for FUT to get more than 2 in a row.
Yeah, Oxy here just getting far enough ahead of CNED. CNED throwing that paint shells to try to dissuade Oxy from pushing any further with that ult, but doesn't really have the desired effect, and therefore CNED's kind of left out in the open, and a great rocket from Oxy from a long range.
Yeah.
Able to find that kill, and then the follow-up on a Mr. Fallen. Just ADS is right in. I mean, just absolutely nasty stuff. He is just out of this world. The young star in the making here, Oxy, 18 years old, excuse me. It's phenomenal talent.
They're looking to push. Trailblazer leading the way, only really sees one. Oxy is gonna get absolutely bullied out of this position now. Drone over the top, finds the tag, Seppa throwing the flash, but CNED still gets the headshot. The aggression here from C9, not quite paying off. TP out to safety, Attic Captain now trying to push his way into B. Vanity puts back a little bit of damage. Let's take one of those sheriff shots to the chest.
Toxin screen down.
Softened up just a bit. Seems like the drift across now over towards A. With the late lurk. Attic Captain still just hovering outside of B. Smoke comes down, Vanity, the door isn't open, he would have to break it.
Toxins going up.
Otherwise rotate up through the top of B to try and reinforce this position that Jake so desperately needs. It's like 45 health remaining with a Guardian. Fallen to start breaking the door down. Vandy tries to get the spray transfer, can't make it happen.
Spike down A.
Now they push their way forward, they get into the B site, the Nano Swarm goes off. Rax just takes a quick peek behind him. Spike now planted. Lockdown available. Do they want to try to commit this here? The answer's gonna be yes. Showstopper at the ready. CNED spotting him. Takes him down, destroys the lockdown. Jake now all on his lonesome. There's the first. Low HP on CNED. Cracks. The one that's going to be the issue. The one that's playing closest to him. Just around the corner.
Ooh.
And he will get one shot across. Cracks taken down low. But Jake unable to find the clutch. 5-4. FUT keeping this neck and neck.
Yeah, I think C9 just, a little over aggressive at A there in the beginning of the round. I mean, I like what Vanity does here a lot. Just, waiting behind that door, trying to see if he can get the nice transfer. But I think this round went sideways because C9 really overfought for that doorway control outside of A. Tried to flash in, and there's like 3-4 guns there for FUT. It's just too much to deal with at that narrow angle with that many guns looking at you. The concave there for FUT is just way too strong. And C9 just kind of made the call to just try it, see if it worked, and it didn't. So you move on. You win some, you lose some.
Vanity with the Bucky now. He's still going to be able to try to turn the tide. Paranoia goes across. He's waiting to see if the push is going to be coming through. There it is. The quick reaction. Does find the kill. Sends out a bite to try to protect his position now. Dodges out on that shock dart. I believe the gun on the far side. Can't quite recover it. Do they try to just triple face in? Still will be able to find another kill. Good value out of the shotgun. This Cracks not getting clipped by that flash, just hugging up against the wall. And are they ready for it? They double phase, but it's just double death. Seppa can upgrade the gun. Now into the 1v2. Seekers at the ready. There's no armor. Does he feel confident enough to try to go for this with the ult?
I think it's worth a shot.
Since the flash spam out, gets himself across the wall. Decay expiring, they double face it, they get the kill. FUT now tying us up at 5-5.
Well done. I mean, Vanity doing all that he can to buy time for those late rotations from the rest of his team. The other 3 members were hoofing it through the attacker spawn, trying to get over there as quick as they could. He's doing his best with this Bucky to be a nuisance and pretty successful with it, but Cracks there because he dodges that flash, right? They're not quite as ready for that angle maybe as they normally would have been. They checked it kind of just a little bit late, and that gives Cracks just enough time to find that opportunity to get in there and get that double to really essentially shut that round down.
Get it, Jay? He's going for it again.
Okay.
The cancel comes in. Vanity in position to try to get the catch, but Curry going to be taken down. Mr. Fallen is catching him with that Hunter's Fury. Entry across, CNED gets himself into the site. Boombot at the ready. Vanity has to back way up. Jake now TPing across.
Cover going out.
I know exactly.
That coming through.
There it is.
The pit now going to be committed into this one.
Oh,
Captain, he's playing away from this one though. Trying to go around the back. He will pull away from the waterfall for now. He's had a Captain actually finds Jake, finds Oxy, looks for a little bit more. Vanity does eventually take him down. Spike gets planted. Push back away from the blast pack. And the backstab here from Mr. Fall, and Vanity not prepared for it. The recon dart to try to scout. Zeppa just going to be hightailing it, trying to hide here in the C site, but they can smell the blood in the water. The Sharks looking to surround him as he gets started. And oh, poor Zeppa. There's not much more he can do. He will fall, and FUT will get themselves in the lead.
I just love the way that FUT is utilizing their Viper's pits as bait to rotate to other sites. Now, Jake does a pretty good job here of catching this rotation early with a paranoia, but the problem is that Yedajay uses his TP to create this double angle, and then Attacaptain's able to capitalize off of it. So really nice, a really nice counter move to the move, but that camera placement is just hilarious. That's just amazing. That's just so funny.
Well,
Here.
done there from Cracks. Making sure that no one gets out alive. 2 judges now in play here, 4C9. Zeppa just pulling back, gets himself situated around the corner at stairs.
Here.
Jake waiting. Does have a Guardian. High penetration weapon. Can get through that wall. He's waiting to see if he hears any tap on the orb.
Confirmation.
Cover going out.
Wants to go for the paranoia, but now needs to respond. Drone comes flying through. Although there's a Guardian there, and Oxy gets taken down on the site. Seekers let loose. The push starting to come in, and Jake falling. Vanity has to break through this door, but they're going to know that he's coming. Clear up on the recon dart. Stops him from getting pinged. The push forward. Vanity spotted, noted. The drop down just over the head of Yedajay. Zeppa can't quite line it up, and now Vanity can't close the distance. Curry will be able to find one, but that's as good as it gets. 3 members left standing as it's 7-5 with FUT out in the lead.
Yeah, fantastic recovery here by FUT. Down, I think, 5-3 at one point. String together a bunch of rounds in a row, come back from not just a rough start to this, but coming off of a rough finish to the previous map, just over the head. What a crouch.
1 into the neck, 1 just over the forehead.
That's an actual tactical crouch there.
A couple inch difference. It's unlikely that he goes on to win the round, but
no, probably.
you never know.
You never know when those Guardians, when you just kind of start feeling it, just pop a couple heads, and all of a sudden it's a completely different round. But now attacker side here for Cloud9, and that's kind of where they were setting the tempo on Sunset.
Yeah, and this could be where things get a little bit scarier here for FUT. Again, just given the Western region's proficiency for attack on Lotus, if that's going to continue, and if Oxy is going to continue to be, going toe-to-toe with the likes of Cracks and CNED, it could become worrisome. But a bit more breathing room for FUT. They can close out this pistol.
Yeah, CNED had a couple really good rounds in there. He was able to step up.
Oh,
A
yeah.
few kind of weird ones, but a few really, really good. Cracks in particular hit some nasty shots.
I think for both of them, it feels like night and day compared to what we were seeing on Sunset.
Yeah.
Granted, nobody was having a particularly great time, but you want to be seeing CNED picking up those frags. That is what he is known for. He is one of the original world champions. It looks like he's much more in his comfort zone right now here on Lotus.
Yeah, it is pretty intriguing here that as well for FUT, you know, the only flash you have is paranoia, right? Like everything else is just like you're trying to get really deep utility with the Sova. You're trying to cover your backside with the Cypher.
Everywhere.
Try to cover some of your flanks and the lurks and that kind of thing. And so you're relying a lot on mollies and stuff like that, good coordination to clear space. Immediately that dart's cleared. C9 is just beelining it towards A.
It's cleared by about 4 different guns, so you know how many people are playing around this side of the map right now. Curry just rushing up, paint shells there, gets a bit of damage. Mr. Fallen able to find one, finds 2. Curry taken down, Vanity dead. Mr. Fallen on for 3, has to go for the reload. They're trying to swing back around. It's down into the screen from J. Just taking it to him. Jake comes away with 2. The right click, he knows where Captain's at, but he cannot get the kill. FUT take the pistol, and he stretched the lead even further.
Very nicely done there by Mr. Fallen, just hitting some nasty, nasty shots. Getting a little bit of help from a paint shells from CNED as well. Oxy just kind of overstepping his bounds a little bit. Something that, you know, a young duelist is going to have to learn here. As aggressive and successful as he is, sometimes push a little bit too far against players of the caliber of CNED and Mr. Fallen, all these guys on FUT who are absolutely incredible. And that's when you start to learn. You're saying, okay, we maybe went a little bit too far.
Have they gone too far this time? The force buy once again in from Cloud9. Oxy down to 21. And of course, it's the round that Zeppa could not afford to buy the heals.
I have the
Yeah, well, you know.
Weapon passed off. Sheriff in the hand of Oxy. Want to make sure that your highest power weapons are going to your highest health players.
I mean, it's you just need to headshot them. Who needs health?
It's true.
If they don't have any, then it doesn't
You just
matter.
shoot everybody in the head before they shoot you.
Exactly. It's easy.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's no problem.
Okay, smoke down on A stairs. Flash through the door, I do believe. Trying to really make it seem like they're going this way. It's Vanity panicking. Backpedaling rapidly. It looks like he will be able to get away. Pushes back up. Wants to try to break this door. Paranoia going across, doesn't quite connect onto him. So the plant will come through, and Oxy trying to play forward.
Jake in such a precarious spot with his Bulldog.
Vanity going on a long flank to try and see if anyone's going to be coming from that C side of the map. Oxy lets the paint shells go through. Shock dart can get some decent damage in. Not a full connection. Just minor chip damage. Mr. Fallen finds Curry. The push out cracks. Ready for somebody to be there on the opposite side of the cage. Takes out Oxy. Jake with 1 HP. Dead. Now it's all on Zeppa and Vanity to try to get something done. The push out, the swing in. He got the take. Can he get the kills? No. Out of Captain. Brings it back with the last 2 eliminations. And the force buy from Cloud9 this time does not hold water.
It's great patience from FUT. Cloud9 here, I think, maybe I would consider maybe pulling that Bulldog back a little bit sooner from Jake. Try to avoid some of that damage on site, especially, you know, planting on B. You're expecting a lot of those mollies, a lot of that utility to come through to try to do some damage there. It takes quite a bit. He does get 1 before he's taken down, but now the buys are, you know, pretty abysmal for Cloud9. I mean, you know, a Bucky because it's Vanity. But other than that, Sheriff's and a Stinger. Of course, tons of Bulldogs, cracks even with the Vandal.
The attack Viper Bucky. Oxy
Yeah, this is
double blast pack. I can see that.
Sure. But
We'll see if Vanity can get anything done with it.
if he had a Viper's Pit, maybe, you know. Even then.
Got darted, so they actually can't push off the back of the paint shells here. Zeppa just going to be grabbing the orb as Mr. Fallen takes some forward space out over towards A, hugging up against the tree.
And he's 1 away from a Hunter's Fury as well. Might just get it right here.
Ooh. Doesn't quite find the opening volley of bullets there. Backing off now, makes it around the corner. As that the help of that toxic screen to keep him protected. As CNED over at stairs, just finds Oxy. Cracks. Waiting around the corner. Curry trying to get the catch, and he does. What a shot. Weapon recovered. Paranoia out. Jake caught with it. Jay swinging through into tree. Comes up with that kill. Bit of a shallow alarm bot. I think he wanted to place it further, but doesn't have the time to try to replace it. And now CNED finishes him off. Zeppa with a stinger. Vanity. And with that Bucky, needs to get the one weapon upgraded.
Gotta check to make sure that boom bot doesn't come on yet.
Bucky gets him with the second shot. Bulldog snatched up, but Jay right there, ready to take him down. But moving up to double digits.
A little trickery attempted by C9. Trying to hide themselves in some funky spots. And yeah, again, Vanity able to find some Bucky damage, but that's about it. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Definitely, I think I've seen signs for just about every player. Like, just about everyone somebody's a fan of. Well, Mr. Fallen does indeed have that Hunter's Fury. There's, yeah, Vanity, you know, that's the Bucky, so you can be a little bit bouncy with it.
He got his.
Yep.
Side of C9. Very surprising to not see a timeout called.
Here.
Yeah, that's true.
No slowdowns coming through. Seems like they're taking a leaf out of DRX's book. Trying to rush forward. Zeppa able to go 1-for-1 here by taking down Jay, but smoke's gone on either side.
I'd like to see some of Zeppa's flashes be used a bit more for some entries after you get a little bit of info. Curry, my goodness.
Very nice shot.
Camera taken out.
It's going to be destroyed there. This Trailblazer going to go running through. Trap wire going to be destroyed. Cage still set up right here at the entrance.
Got Seekers now. So you can really try to clear some space. Make sure you get this plant down. Try to get this 6th round in. See if you can right the ship for C9.
I've got your trail.
He's been having a whale of a time. Trap goes in. Seekers on the chase. Flash did not connect. So they're working their way through this one. Shots is a little bit delayed to try to get the catch. Seeker now chasing. Hunter's Fury, however, coming across. Mr. Fallen looking to try to shut this down, but it's the one connection. Can't find any follow-up. C9 now occupy the site, planning into the corner. Vanity. Let's try to rush off the back. It wasn't even flashed, I don't think.
One enemy remaining.
Didn't see the glow in his face either way. And just runs in, finds the kill. Mr. Fallen, however, picking up a second one. Low on HP. So too is Oxy. This be one hell of a clutch. And that spam eventually finds him. Creeping along the wall. Oxy privy to it all. C9 finally picking up around here in this half.
Yeah, spreading the map nicely. And of course, since they force bought, not really a bonus there 2 rounds ago, but this round, really where they needed to get it done, and they're able to do so. What shots there from Mr. Fallen, though. Still a lot of damage being taken by C9, even in that win, so it's going to be mostly half armors in the Vandals, although that's generally the plan anyway. Trying to make sure that your economy stays strong. Trap wires, both B and C for cracks. That smoke he had there at the edge of C, giving him just enough of an angle to watch the entries, potentially give himself the opportunity to get a kill or two. Really nicely set up. Love to see those Cypher smokes, especially over on C. You can really put them in some funky angles. Make it really difficult for your opponents. Kind of guess where you're going to be looking, where you're going to be holding your angles yourself as a Cypher. Yeah, let's get some orbs, let's get some ults. We got that showstopper, baby.
Showstopper at the ready, but CNED has one on the opposite side. A mirrored ultimates overall, as Jay and Jake both have those available. You're going to see both of them getting used just for scouting purposes. Nothing spotted at B, nothing spotted at Rubble. Oxy with the paint shell at the ready. Moves it pretty shallowly. Looks like it wants to just clear some of this util. Cam is available, but Rocket is good. Captain going to be taken down. Cam now destroyed. Dart being removed. Mr. Fallen gets himself over towards BT here up on top. think it's a TP
30 seconds
on
left.
the box. Mr. Fallen flushed out. Oxy able to find that elimination. Now,
Spike
3
planted.
players remaining. CNED with the showstopper. Does decide to try to pull the trigger here. Finds Zeppa. Might just end up going for it. Paranoia thrown out, catches onto one. Rocket at the ready. Jake trying to snipe him out of the sky. Can't quite make it happen. Eventually does as he hits the floor, and Oxy gets hit at the same time. Crack's now the last one standing, but doesn't want to overstay his welcome. Rotates around the back, trying to see if anyone's going to be exiting out this way. The answer to which is going to be no. 4 members left standing. Cloud9 going to be winning a 2nd round in a row, keeping themselves in this map.
Just brilliant anti-showstopper placement by Jake there. As soon as he got up there, I was like, oh, he's waiting for CNED to come through, and then he's going to try to shut that showstopper down and even distracts, even though he doesn't land the shots. It's a tough shot to land. You know, the Raze is moving so fast there. It's really hard as that player, but it doesn't matter. Great shot there by Oxy as well. And yeah, using that paint shells to clear the trap wire that's likely there at the door. And then coming through here. Yeah, who cares? Doesn't matter. He wasted the ult because he got distracted by you. It's beautiful.
It's expecting that you're
in the
going
corner
to be behind the box
rather
than on top of it. So, it stays alive throughout that one. Now we go into round 18. Worst for Rare right now, the economy of FUT. 3 Sheriffs, 2 Vandals. Trailblazer already used. Not going to be spotting too much. Some decent forward presence here outside of C. Some chip damage there onto Curry. I'll get patched up.
Yeah, now 1 away from a lockdown, 2 away from Vanity's pit. So you can string together a couple good rounds here with some big ults from C9. Get yourself right back into this game.
Blind swing on the Paranoia. A little bit too late as Oxy goes up over the top. Now they're going to be forced away. Zeppa does manage to trade one back. Good shot there, nearly connecting onto Mr. Fallen. In the end, though, just a 1-for-1 with both Razes left on the ground. Potential for a delayed recovery of that weapon if Mr. Fallen rotates out through C. Vanity spamming through. Smokedown comes down. Out of Captain, pushing forward, gets himself just alongside the box, just alongside this trap wire.
Are they going to be ready for that other one that Mr. Captain's looking at right there, right outside a tree?
30 seconds left. You should run.
Just wait and see, but for now, the lockdown to try to force them out of position.
This one right there, going to be a Vanity.
Fallen trying to make his way over here. He does have that Vandal in tow, but now, Out of Captain taken out. Kill found, plant coming through.
Spike
TP across. Get a Jake. Over a drop, joined by Cracks. Double approach here.
Poison's off.
See if they can try to break this defensive line. Flash going in, and it's working wonders. Sapon finds 2, Cracks gets another. The reveal comes across. They know exactly where Zeppa is, and he's not going to be able to stay alive. The ult from Cracks, absolutely everything but the entry from Mr. Fallen sets up for it. 11 rounds now in for FUT. And it felt like that should have been Cloud9 getting up to 8, getting 2 away from tying us up.
Yeah, they did so much right here. They avoided kind of the cheeky trap wire. They're able to get the lockdown in. And then again, these flood retakes from FUT are so good because they're catching C9 before they can really get set up, I feel like, before they can really get where they want to. And then Mr. Fallen is just nuts as another Hunter's Fury. Yeah, Vanity gets his pit, but this is tricky now as FUT's able to get themselves on stable ground, especially economically. That's important. Whereas C9, you know, it doesn't really matter too much because they only have to lose 2 more rounds and they're done on this map. Yeah.
I didn't quite catch it in the replay, but I think they might have actually been team flashed by Zeppa.
Cover going out.
Mr. Fallen just swings the corner and guns 2 down. We'll hope that isn't the case for their sake. Roxy does get revealed. Where there's Raze, there's only a couple other players. Quick turn on the flash.
Cover going out.
Jay just going to be setting up yet another smoke here. Needs to keep that one-way active. Meantime, deep lurk forward from Vanity.
Toxin screen down.
All the way up here towards stairs. Screen now dropped. Cracks. Does he have an idea that this is the case? Either way, now they know. Vanity does not get the punish that he would have loved to have had. Swing around the back. Oxy, good for the kill. Cracks going to be taken down. Out of Captain now dropping in. clear out on the Nanoswarm. They know he's there. Oxy able to find it. Hunter's Fury, final shot. Does manage to get a tag, but Oxy now finds 3. On for an ace, but low HP for both he
30
and Vanity,
seconds
as
left.
well as Zeppa.
Spike planted.
The 2 can be healed. Zeppa cannot. The turret gets cleared out. CNED goes back up top. Drops down around the front. He finds Oxy. Curry waiting around the corner. Sat at tree. Tap on the door. Vanity pushing forward. Zeppa, however, the Guardian managing to find Mr. Fallen. Curry will clean up CNED. They answer back. Cloud9 move up to 8.
Yeah, been a little bit awkward there for a while for C9, but Oxy comes up huge, 1 away from a showstopper. Zeppa 1 away from Seeker, so those 2 doing a great job here. It's been really tough on these retakes. It seems like every time FUT just has a good pulse for where the players are. You know, the shock darts landing there, doing some damage. CNED quick with the response to get the kill, but this time around Curry and Zeppa gonna step up, find that defense, find those angles. Here we go!
Oh, what an entry attempt there. Is Oxy just gonna get cut down a size? CNED mows him down right as he hits the ground. Recon dart revealing to Jake. I'm gonna try to get out of here. I can tell he doesn't really want to have to use his only remaining teleport. But in the end, has to just get out to safety.
I mean, I think C9 here hoping that...
It's a weapon recovered.
I know. I think they're hoping that they can catch it, maybe being only 1, at worst 2 players there, but there's actually 3, and he's just instantly shut down. It's just kind of it's an ego play, it feels like, to be honest.
I mean, we've seen so many players get away with that exact kind of maneuver, Jing, but usually when it's not when they're out on mount, it's when they're actually just peeking out from C. And just expectations a bit offset there as far as how many people were going to be playing out at mount in that round.
Satchel out.
Clear on the boom bot.
I've got your trail.
Tap on the door. Looks like C site's still going to be the target here, especially
30
now as
seconds left.
J does end up falling. Curry trying to go on this merry little flank. The Seeker chasing around the back. Hit now.
Right here.
Invested. Mr. Fallen trying to get the shots through. Will interrupt the plant. As Curry continues to try to play this one out patiently. Bring on the corner. You can tell Quacks was wary about this. But he didn't expect him to be up against the wall. 4v3, the man advantage is there. Now they have to play up into this pit, suffer from the decay. See that right on the corner. Wow. Jake trying to get that little peek in. Can't find it.
Oh
Mr.
my.
Fallen catches Zeppa. Nanoswarm from Curry will take down CNED. Mr. Fallen, the K down to 1. Another Nanoswarm going to be lobbed up over the top. That one destroyed. The spam finds him. Turret could actually be set up here by Curry. He's going to swing around the back. Mr. Fallen finds him. But Vanity in the end will be the last one standing as Cloud9 continue to push back. 2 more rounds in a row. But now it's going to be 4 full rifles once more here for the side of FUT.
And once again, Oxy and CNED both have their showstoppers, but Curry just, again, beautiful lurking. Catches Cracks just enough off guard. Cracks was starting to check the angle, but hadn't fully committed to that corner that Curry was in, and then Curry immediately just ducks out and gets back to the safety of the backside of the site, of the south side of C, where he's able to put his nanoswarms to great use, even though things are a little bit off kilter. Oops, speaking of kilter.
That's that showstopper gone. CNED with one of his own now. It's not ready for him to be. Sat right alongside the wall. J in the meantime taking quite a bit of space. Working his way forward. Turret obviously not spotting anything over towards B. They have to be wary. They have to be aware that somebody could be pushed up like this over towards the C side.
Yeah, Oxy's been having a little trouble finding the ability to get even into the site sometimes, to get the openings to find the entries. It's been really well shut down by FUT. And that's been definitely slowing up. Oh boy.
He's made it past Vanity. The turret.
Uh-oh.
Is he not spotting anything from this angle? Throws down the smoke now. It seems like they have absolutely no idea that this is about to happen. J
Oh boy.
might just have the play of the match. He's coming around the back. Does he play it patiently? No. He pulls the trigger on 1. Curry, low HP, but still managing to hold his ground. J taken out, and now the shift comes over here from Cloud9. They work their way to the A site. Just Seppa and Jake remaining. Plant comes in, 3 players, a pit available, a showstopper, and that's the first one that gets pulled. Sends it over the top. Bit of damage in. CNET able to finish the job. Seppa slides in the back, gets himself situated over by Drop. 26 seconds before he has a flash, and he won't even get close to it. CNET runs them down. 3 kills for him as FUT get up to map point.
I mean, this is just FUT starting to really get a feel for the flow. And Yedajay getting behind enemy lines and just absolutely causing so many problems. Great reaction from Curry, but that's just making it so much harder for him to react to the players coming from the other angles, coming from top mid and those kind of things. It's just too much. FUT doing such a good job here on this map now. We haven't seen him play it since Masters Tokyo. They haven't played it since the last time they were in Japan. And now they're on the verge of sending us to a map 3, just sending us to Haven. And I think now Cloud9 is going to opt for a timeout.
Again, just feels a bit bizarre that it took this long to really try to pump the brakes and right the ship, because now you're not playing for the win, you are playing for the overtime. They have a good amount of ults to work with. The lockdown, the showstopper, the omen. But you still need to string together 3 rounds consecutively. Hit is there on the opposite side. Ada Captain likely gonna look to just try to lock off that C site.
Yeah, but you've got the lockdown potentially to clear that if you can get pushed up past the mound. You have an opportunity to maybe nullify that if that's where it goes. You also have a showstopper, but you know that's because Oxy died before he even got a chance to use it in the previous round. So you got to keep him a little bit on the leash here. He's kind of overstepped on the second half a few times. He's gotten shut down pretty hard by CNET and the likes. These excellent veteran players on FUT. So let's see what they're going to dial up. Big ults here, big opportunities.
Creep up, Oxy on the corner. Paranoia goes across. Oxy caught by one though. Now into the smoke. Now the paint shells. Just waiting. The fuse is ticking down. Sends it over towards backside. Not going to be able to get in for that. Jake now going on the TP.
Cover going
Himself over here by the door. The lockdown rolling. Space going to be opened up.
But they're not even.
Smoke across. TP forward. Now they take the site for themselves. The plant coming through. Very wide lurk here from the side of Vanity, but Jake going to be taken down to CNET. Finds the first kill of the round. Back around towards the door. As now they really need Vanity to start moving forward. He's going to get himself back over here towards the main. Judge managing to get a bit of damage across, but Crack stays alive. Walks into the spray from Seppa, and Vanity arrives at the right time. Takes out Ada Captain.
Last player
Fight down on the floor. Last one standing is the IGL, and he's only got 5 HP. Yedajay is there. He spotted him. And we are not done yet. The defuse comes in, and FUT will be taking this the distance all the way to map 3.
Yeah, just excellent stuff here at the end from FUT. Really tenacious, and it felt like on that last round, that lockdown, even though it came down, C9 was just never comfortable enough to really pull the trigger. All these mollies that you have in this composition with the extra shock darts available from the Sova. And this comp, you know, again, the only flash is the Paranoia in it, and they're still able to make it work, and I kind of like it. I mean, you've got the Cypher utility to try to slow down the Raze. You've got the Sova utility to try to counter some of that Viper util. So overall, this works, and, you know, CNET coming in here having a big one. Mr. Fallen, some huge rounds for him, where he just took over and won them a lot of important